Just when you think you've got it all figured out, somebody drops the ball. Hi, this is Kelly, and welcome to the Ozarks Journal Homestead. And I have a couple of things to talk about today. So, first off, I made this. You're seeing this on Saturday? No, you're seeing this on Friday, tomorrow. It's Thursday night. I made the burritos. I used the refried beans. I used the pulled pork. I used the cheddar cheese. I could have used, and I used the diced tomatoes. I could have used the sour cream, but I had a container in the refrigerator, and I've used the Thrive sour cream before. The tip with the sour cream is you need to make sure, like the eggs, you let it bloom a little bit. Once you rehydrate it, let it set and let it bloom for 10 or 15 minutes. It's not going to hurt it. That makes a big difference in the consistency and the texture. Now, I did the refried beans and the pulled pork. The refried beans, you need to simmer on the stove for about 4 to 5 minutes. And on low, watch it that you don't let them stick. The pulled pork, you rehydrate and you stir it about every 5 minutes for a 20-minute period just to make sure everything's getting moistened up good. And what I did was, after we made the refried beans, everything is going to come out really bland because nothing's flavored. You add seasoning salt to the refried beans when you first put them on. That helps draw the flavor out of the beans. But what we wound up doing was adding a teaspoon, because Bob's not big into spicy. I might have added a little more, but we added a teaspoon of taco seasoning to the refried beans, stirred it in, and let them just sit and chill for a little bit. And then I was taught how to make burritos from a woman from Mexico when I was about 7 or 8, and I've always made my burritos the same way, and that was, she would take the refried beans, and they weren't layered burritos like you get from Taco Bell. She would mix her refried beans in with her pulled pork or her chicken because it added moisture to the meat and didn't allow the meat to dry out in the burrito. So I've always done that. I've bought full pork shoulders and shredded it and made my own pork burritos for years. But I also add about to an entire batch of, well, for this pulled pork, for this cup, for me, I would have added about 1/8 of a cup of salsa or picante sauce to it. Couldn't do that with Bob. So I got Bob's burritos made, and then I added salsa directly to my burrito before I rolled them up. They were fabulous. They were fabulous. So remember that the pork and the refried beans and I think the diced tomatoes and the refried rice are all on sale this month. So you're going to want to go in and grab what you can. Now, here's the tip I got today. We had a corporate meeting this afternoon. I had to miss it, so I can't give you all the details. We had to take our dog into the vet today. He's been having some problems, and we found out that at the age of 11, he probably has the onset of kidney disease, and he's just stiff and sore because he's an old man and slightly overweight, which we're working on. So I missed the details of what I'm about to tell you. Thrive Life is closing its doors August 31st of this year. I know, right? Just blew me away. So with the intent that Thrive Life products will last roughly 25 years unopened on your shelf, we're dipping into our savings a little bit, and we're going to go in and we're going to stock up on the ones that we use the most. We love the powdered eggs. Bob loves his strawberries for his oatmeal in the morning. I like having the peas as an option. The shredded cheese is okay, but more important is our cheese sauce, because I make that cheese sauce mixture from Jenny Goff from Jen's Scratch Made Kitchen, and I've posted that recipe before, so I wanted to make sure I had plain cheese sauce. I love their tomato sauce because it's pre-seasoned, and if I need just a cup of sauce, I don't have to open an entire jar or can of spaghetti sauce to make just enough for just the two of us, or to make an Italian omelet for Bob in the mornings. So I'm stocking up on that. Think about what you will use. Start with these, and if they're closing their doors August 31st, I'm going to presume that they are going to have August specials. And you're going to want to watch and take advantage of those. When those are posted, I will let you know what they are so you know what you need to go in and grab on the special price. In the meantime, take a look at your pantry. Take a look at what you use on a normal basis. Don't go just buy everything because they're closing their doors and you're not going to get it anymore. Look at what you normally eat. It's just like any pantry stocking. You wouldn't go buy a case of hominy if you don't eat hominy. So don't go buy a case of spinach from Thrive Life if you're not a spinach person. Now, I am to an extent, but I have found I'm not as crazy about the freeze-dried spinach. It's too crumbly. So for me, from now, I'm going to be buying a bag of spinach when I want spinach, and I'll make some, and then I'll dehydrate the rest for me, and see how that goes. And I'll keep you updated on that. Now, this is not the end of food preparation, recipes, anything like that. I'll still be doing those on the channel. They just will not be Freeze-Dried Friday. Well, maybe I will. I will do the Freeze-Dried Friday for a while because you may have stuff in your pantry that you're going to want to know how to use. So yeah, we'll keep up with Freeze-Dried Friday at least until the end of the year. So the burritos today, I made the one batch of the pulled pork, which was a cup of the pulled pork. I made one batch of the cheese, and I made one batch of the refried beans and one batch of the tomatoes, all according to the directions on their can, how much to use, product, and in comparison to water. And I got 4 of the big burrito wraps. I got 4 of those out of that. So if you're looking for a quick dinner for a family of 4, grab your 2 of you in Bob and I's case. I ate one and I put the other one in the fridge for later this week. Bob ate both of his. Go figure. So grab your pulled pork, grab your refried beans, grab your diced tomatoes, grab your shredded cheese, and put together an awesome dinner. And it's just that quick. Now, a tip from me, I like to warm up my burrito or my wraps before I put them to use. So I put paper towels in the microwave and I lay a tortilla shell, that's the word, tortilla shell on the paper towel, and I zap them for, those I do about 15 seconds. And then that makes them more malleable when you go to roll your burrito up. And remember, you're going to roll your ends, and then you're going to take this one and you're going to roll this one. You're going to tuck it underneath your filling and continue to roll it over. So there's some things to keep in mind. If you warm the wrap up first, it will roll much easier. Now, we use the Carb Smart tortilla shells. They're a little bit thinner and they're a little softer, so you have to be careful with those when you roll them. Bob and I both had blowouts on ours, but I probably filled those burritos pretty heftily full. Now, the black beans were also on sale, I think, and you can add the black beans to your burrito as well, and that is fine. I thought the black beans would be a little overkill. I'm saving those that I have to put in my jar meals from Jara's Wicked Prepared, to make up her jar meals. So I'm going to work on that. Bob and I were going to take off today, Friday, and just do a day to us together. But I think tomorrow instead we're going to get the pantry in line so we know what we have still sitting in boxes downstairs and what I want to get ordered before the products are gone. So take a look at your pantry. Take a look at what you eat and what you will use, and think about placing an order before you can't. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out. My email is in the description box below, or you can leave something in comments below. Now, my question for you, if you have Thrive Life, if you love Thrive Life, what is your top 3 products that you're going to miss when Thrive Life is no longer an option? And then we're going to start looking for other options. That's it for me today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, to be safe, be prepared, and be blessed.